Welcome back into another edition of Prime Sports World, and a very happy Tuesday from everybody here at Prime Sports World. DJ, got some background noise. Can you please mute your mic?
I ain't got this shit to stay black.
All right, whatever. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast if you like what we're doing here at Prime Sports World. Matt James, I'm muting your mic. Thank you very much for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast if you like what we're doing here at Prime Sports World. On today's episode of the show, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Football, a bit of a snooze fest if you like offensive football for Monday night. We're going to talk about the kind of shocking firing of Brian Daboll yesterday as well, and then we're going to open up that book, that chapter, to week number 11.
Is this a new layout? Are you seeing this too? Like to your left is.
Yeah. It's. I'll talk to you about it later. Don't worry about it for right now. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Let's get into it, gentlemen. How are you? Happy Tuesday.
Hello, everybody. But TJ.
Hey. Oh yeah. I'm David Huffman. David Huffman, Christian Simpson for the Daily Blitz blog, Matt James, and Mr. TJ Hopkins. Welcome into the show. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. Let's talk about Monday Night Football, and not exactly the barn burner of a game. Very competitive, but in the way that people didn't really expect. Packers lose 10-7 with all the joy in all the world from the people here in Chicago, seeing Packers kind of drop a goose egg on national television at home. But not a great day at the office for either of these offenses. Jalen Hurts, 15-26, 183 yards and a tutty, 66 yards for Saquon Barkley, and then Devontae Smith had 69 yards receiving and a touchdown, but most of that came on the 36-yard touchdown that he caught from Jalen Hurts. On the other side, Jordan Love, just not a great day at the office for him and this entire offense. 20 of 36, 176 yards. He was only sacked 3 times, but it felt like a ton more. Josh Jacobs, 21 for 74, and Christian Watson, good to see him back into the scoring there, 2 for 45. Latavia Wicks, 4 for 38. There's not a great day for this offense. They did have 2 fumbles in this game, or 1 fumble, and then they had just 1 fumble. Talk to me about it, gentlemen. Second 2 weeks in a row where Green Bay kind of lays an egg, especially going up against the Carolina Panthers. And then this one, this game at home, you should win this.
Again, if you're a quote-unquote NFL traditionalist, you love this game. Like it was defense heavy. It was neither team could really get an edge offensively, and so on and so forth. If you are new to the NFL or new-ish to the NFL, this is not the game you want to show like somebody that's trying to get it, trying to get into football. It's like, hey, I want to understand football more. I want to like it. Like, can you show me a game? And it's like, this is not the game you show that person. It was ugly. It was ugly football. And with the way the game is now, it's shocking when it's ugly football like this one, and the Sunday night game against the Chargers and the Steelers, like that was ugly football too.
Yeah.
And it was like it's almost like David. It's like you said. It's like holy like we was not expecting last night's game to be what it was.
I kind of thought it was going to be like a high-scoring affair. Like, you kind of think that these are 2 high-flying offenses. The Eagles coming off their bye week. The Green Bay Packers, you have something to prove there after kind of laying an egg against the Carolina Panthers. You're at home. You want to make a statement, and you just don't really show up in this game. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough day at the office. And for Philadelphia, you got to feel good about the way your defense played, but this offense, it just really never got going. You never really got clicking. Christian, you got some insight for us?
Look, I loved every second of this game. I'm a former defensive player. You know, I have a defensive background, and this just went and it showed me that the art of stingy defense is not lost in the National Football League. Really, both defenses flex their muscles. You know, Green Bay putting Jalen Hurts under a lot of duress, and Philly doing the same for Jordan Love. But to me, the difference maker was Jalen Phillips. Look at the impact.
Oh man, hell yeah! I mean, talking about return on investment immediately, right?
Right. Look, the Eagles have been looking to replace Josh Sweat, and they haven't done it. You know, it took getting Brandon Graham to come out of retirement to.
And he looked great yesterday too. I mean,
Jalen Phillips did things that didn't impact the stat sheet, David and TJ. Pressure doesn't always mean sacking the quarterback. It's collapsing the pocket, doing whatever you can to impact the throw. He has long arms. He plays with a lot of range. He's a taller defender, and he uses his height and his long arms to his full advantage. And he knocked down about 3 or 4 passes, like prime JJ Watt did. But yeah, he had an immediate impact. But Philly just made one more play offensively when it mattered. And I always say, TJ can tell you this. What do I always say, TJ? After a game, during the half, after halftime, during any football game, whether it's college or the NFL, who makes those key adjustments at the half? And Philly did that because Green Bay, they played a lot of zone. You just saw Devontae Smith finding a little bit of crease in zone coverage. You know, I've never been a guy that's like zone coverage. I'm playing man. I'm jamming you at the line of scrimmage. I'm making it difficult for you to try and get open on me. Like, you're gonna have to earn your yards. You're not just gonna sit in the middle and just catch the football on me. But I want to see the Eagles play like this a little more, where their defense kind of mucks games up and they turn games into dogfights.
Let's get mad at her.
I mean, that's where they are right now. I mean, it's the second half of the season. They're gonna, muck things up. They're gonna play that kind of football.
And for a minute there, I was like, "Hey, this should like finish 3-0, bro." Like,
I kind of thought at one point in this game, I thought it was going to end in a nothing overtime. Like, we're going to see this game go to overtime and nobody score because these offenses couldn't. It was the first time that a game has been scoreless at a half in like 2 years. Like, it's just crazy.
And on the Green Bay side, like, okay, y'all ain't on Twitter. Well, outside the Christian, you two ain't on Twitter like we are. There are Packer fans on Twitter calling for Matt LaFleur's job, and I'm telling you right now, shut up.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not his fault.
This is a Bears
you played
fan.
Philadelphia, for Christ's sake.
Like this is a Bears fan telling you to shut the fuck up about your coach. You have a damn good coach.
I mean, Matt LaFleur is probably a top 5 coach in the NFL right now.
Like,
this is coming from Bears fans.
He just doesn't have the jewelry to back it up that some of the other guys have. Like,
David, if we're gonna go down that list, it's Andy Reid, Sean McVay,
Tomlin.
I
think I almost
Sirianni. And I still got to put Sean Payton in there.
Okay.
Well, Peyton, yes.
I mean, it's in the top 10 for sure. I mean, we're talking. I mean, Kyle Shanahan, those guys, all those.
Yeah.
So,
but it's like, no, you don't get rid of LaFleur.
You don't get rid of like the issue that the conversation that they need to have, they're not having right now, and it's your $55 million man is making mistakes that a $55 million man shouldn't be making. That fumble that he did was, what the hell was that? Like, you expect like you don't expect that from a guy who sat for 3 years, who knows this offense like the back of his hand. Like, you don't expect that from him. You're like, that's not what you're expecting. Like, that's the conversation that you want to have. That's the conversation that you don't want to, because you're paying this guy $55 million, and once again, before the season start, I'm watching ESPN and they're like, "Oh, Caleb Williams has the most pressure out of any young quarterback." I'm like, there's a guy in Green Bay who got $55 million, and then they traded for one of the best pro edges in the league. And you want to tell me that a second-year quarterback in his third system has more pressure on him than that guy? The clock is ticking on Jordan Love,
100%.
and The clock is ticking.
Well, I mean, he's got a lot of pressure on him right now.
Moving on from week number 10, Monday Night Football. Let's talk about those game balls before we move on into number 11. I'm going to go first because usually I let you guys go first. I left the game ball out there. Actually, I got to go get it. But I'm giving it to Matthew Stafford. First player in NFL history with 4 touchdowns and 0 picks and 3 straight games. And by the way, after a ho-hum start to the season where he threw, what is this? Hold on. Was it 5 touchdown passes and 2 picks in the first 3 games. He's tossed 20 touchdowns and no picks in the 6 games since. Matthew Stafford is on a heater right now, and it might end up with him winning his first MVP. TJ,
that's all he's missing. Like, hey, no disrespect to Drake. No disrespect to Drake May. No disrespect at all. The fact that they put him as the odds-on favorite to win MVP right now just literally tells me that they are not appreciating Matthew Stafford. Dan Orlovsky's
he's never been really appreciated throughout.
Like that's what I was going to say. Like Dan Orlovsky gets on whichever show on ESPN he's on. He's on like 4 or 5 of them. It's a lot.
And he's good on TV.
He's great on TV. I will give him that. And he's like Matthew Stafford is the most underappreciated superstar this game has ever probably seen, and I cannot agree with him more on that. Like this, 20 in his last whatever games, 20 touchdowns. He's the first NFL player ever, quarterback ever, to throw 4 straight to have 4 straight games of 4 touchdowns or more. No one's doing that, and you're gonna get
with 0 picks.
With 0 picks, and you're gonna get the MVP to Drake May. Anyway, my game ball is to Caleb Williams. Hey, put the team on your back, young man. Put the team on your back.
Boom, baby.
Matt James.
I mean, I love me some Johnny T. I mean, 244 and 3 tutties again. But I'm going with I butcher his last name every time. Devon Achane.
Oh, Achane.
174, 2 tutties. Giving the Dolphins a win.
He had 3 touchdowns. He had 3 touchdowns in that game.
Big win for the Dolphins there.
Yeah,
I was 6 yards off that Jonathan Taylor prediction.
100%. Christian.
Jonathan Taylor, literally. Look,
that's my boy.
If you got 2 first names, 32 carries, TJ, what'd I tell you on Sunday? 244 of them things.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I said 250.
He had over 250 scrimmage yards in the game.
Nah, G.
But 3 touchdowns, and he called game.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's on another level. If he doesn't win the MVP this season, there's something wrong. Yeah,
right. Like he's another one, bro. Like again, no disrespect to Sam
Drake May.
To Drake May.
That's another. I mean, Sam Darnold should be in that conversation.
Right, but it's other cats out there that deserve to be in this conversation. Matthew Stafford's one of them. Sam Darnold's another one. And Jonathan Taylor. It has in some variation. That has to be your top 3.
Yep.
That has to be your top 3.
Easy.
Before we get up into week number 11, we have some breaking news in the National Football League. Brian Daboll fired by the New York Giants. This comes after another 4th quarter collapse to the hands of the Chicago Bears. Sorry, Christian.
He does not care.
It's the 4th loss of the season, featuring a blown double-digit lead and a 4th quarter meltdown. He's 20-40-1 as the head coach of the New York Giants. And let's be honest with you, 11 of those victories came in just one season. Mike Kafka, Northwestern alum, Illinois native, is going to be the interim head coach of this football team for the foreseeable future. Let's talk about the firing. Do you think it was justified? I got to be real honest with you. I was borderline shocked at this news because of the development of Jackson Dart and how good he's been this season. I kind of thought Brian Daboll will at least survive the season. I'm pretty shocked that they did this midseason. Christian, this is your football team. What is the media saying there in New York? Talk to me about it.
They agree with it.
Anyway, sorry, I just had to do that. This has been brewing up, David, because it just seemed, honestly, I'm surprised he still had a job after what happened in Denver.
I'm surprised he's still had a job to going into this season. Let's be real.
No, I mean, yeah. Look, I'm surprised considering how they just literally dropped the ball in Denver. I mean, you gave up 33 points in a quarter, not a half, a quarter.
Man, I don't know what it's been with this season. That seems to be happening a lot in the NFL. Like the Houston Texans on Sunday came back from 16 down in the fourth quarter. Like they just erased that deficit, no problem.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people out here saw this coming. Like it just seemed like his seat was getting a little hotter and hotter as the weeks were going on. And I just think what happened against the Bears on Sunday was.
I mean, this felt like the Detroit Thanksgiving debacle. Like it was like like whatever his name was, I can't remember his name now. His seat was super hot in Chicago, and then they had that meltdown. Yeah, Aberfluz. Yeah, then they had that meltdown on national television on Thanksgiving.
Aberfluz.
And they're like, well, we're firing you. So this felt like the last needle, like the last straw. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, he was. I think Christian. Did you have more to say, or can I?
I had nothing else to say. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like I get it, right? Like David, you ran off the numbers 20, 40, and whatever. 20, 40, and 1. He's also won 3 in his last 22 games. He's also won 3 games. Like he's 3-19 in his last 22 games. It's fucking terrible. On the flip side of that, it's I don't have the requisite pieces around me to be better. Like I can as a head coach, we like I can only do so much. Like I can only scheme up. Like I don't have a Malik Neighbors out. Like this is a different team when Malik Neighbors is out there, and you finally it looks like you finally had somebody who could get Malik Neighbors the ball. And then what happens? Malik Neighbors tears his ACL. You got a dynamic running back coming out the backfield. What happens?
Thank you.
He break his shit. Like it's damn. Now you leaving Jackson Dart basically out there by his dammy. And hey, he still got some hitters on that offense. Darius Slayton. I've always been a big Darius Slayton fan. Tyrone Tracy,
Wandale Robinson, I think is
Wandale,
really nice.
Wandale Robinson, he'll sneak up on you. He'll have some moments. The 2 tight ends they got, solid tight ends. They not household names, but they
Daniel Bellinger, and then Theo Johnson is the guy who's kind of emerged with the rising of Jackson Dart.
And then I'm missing one more. I just had it. It'll come back to me, but nonetheless. And they said it on the broadcast, bro. Like the talent is not lining up. Like the individual talent is great. For whatever fucking reason, that individual talent is not gelling into team success. Brian Burns has 11 sacks. The team has 21. He has 11. Where's Abdul Carter? Where's Kayvon Thibodeau? Where's Dexter Lawrence? Where Brian Burns is like, I could have stayed in Carolina for this shit. Like that ass. Like the individual talent is not gelling into team success. And unfortunately, Brian Daboll's head was in the guillotine and they took it off.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame him on Scatterboo and Neighbors getting injured either.
Yeah, I mean that's out of his.
These are major injuries.
I mean, just the coaching decisions and all. I just think that this was time. Let's talk about this job as a whole. Christian, do you think this is a good job?
Yeah, for one reason, Jackson Dart. New York. Not only that, TJ, but Jackson Dart. He brings flair. You know what I'm saying? And one guy that I think could work well with him is Joe Brady, the Bills' offensive coordinator. I remember what he did, and Matt knows what I'm attesting to. Remember what he did with LSU, Joe Burrow. Josh Allen won an MVP under him. Well, what makes you think he can't do something in East Rutherford? You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? Like this is where I disagree with Darren Orlovsky. Christian, I don't know if you saw this, but he's on NFL Live talking about if Kevin Stefanski gets fired in Cleveland, he should go to New York. And we're like, everybody on social media is like, dude, are you watching what the hell he's doing in Cleveland right now? Like, no.
I mean, I think Jackson Dart alone makes this a good job. I mean, there's talent there for sure, and you're going to get a healthy Malik Neighbors back. There's some interesting pieces on this defense. If you can find a way to shore up this offense, like if Andrew Thomas can ever stay healthy for an entire season, which seems like a pipe dream at this point, and if you can get anything out of Evan Neal if he even plays for the Giants anymore, this is a pretty solid job. I mean. We'll see how many jobs end up being available when the season's over, but I would certainly take this job.
How many we got right now?
Two. We have this job, and then we have the Titans job, and I think this is a better job than the Titans job right now.
All right, so
I guess if the Miami job,
I was just about to say, like on average,
was to open on average 6 or 7 per year.
Right, on average, you got about like 6 or 7 jobs, and so. We're anticipating.
You gotta imagine the Miami job will be open.
We're anticipating Miami.
I mean, Jackson Dart being at Ole Miss, making them what they are now. That's something.
Like, so you got New York. Like you got New York. No.
Well, I mean,
hell no. And it's nothing against. And it's I think. Once they coach,
I mean, Ole Miss ain't
I think that Raiders shit has been a long enough time where people have forgotten about.
But I also think, it's been a long time. But you don't forget how something like how you were done. They did him dirty. Like, hey, if I'm Lane Kiffin, I found my lane. I'm gonna stay in it. It's the same reason why Nick Saban never went back. You don't think Nick Saban could have went back to the NFL?
100%. Anyways, but like let's say Miami. Let's say the Pittsburgh Steelers season doesn't end how they kind of wanted to, and maybe they make a different change there. I'm going across the league. I mean, I just throwing an option out there. I mean, I don't really see that many openings this cycle.
Okay.
I think
So New York, Tennessee, we're anticipating Miami. I think it's fair to say anticipate Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
Cincinnati,
4.
maybe.
That maybe I'm not entirely disagreeing with you there. So that's 5.
And then if we're just trying to make the averages work, I mean, Pete Carroll could be a one and done in Las Vegas after how that's gone. I think
that's 6.
What's Jonathan Gannon potentially could be out in Arizona after that hasn't gone well over the last couple of seasons.
That's 7.
I think that's it. I mean, if you want to throw, I think that's it.
Yeah,
I'm Todd Bowles potentially in Atlanta.
Hell not
Todd Bowles. I'm sorry.
Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris. Sorry, yes.
I don't think he gets fired. I hope not.
I mean, they haven't really done anything or going anywhere. But I think this is still. I'd rather have this job than all of the jobs I just mentioned because I think you have the best quarterback of that group.
Of that group, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So
that group, yeah.
So we'll see. Let's switch into gears here. Let's talk about week number 11. Now that we kind of talked about the Brian Daboll, let's first start with Thursday night football. We got the New York Jets going on into New England, take on the Patriots. Both of these teams are coming off getting big wins. Obviously, the Jets beat the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, and the Patriots beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday as well. And if you have not seen the New England Patriots jerseys that they're going to wear for this game, go check them out. They are really cool. Like they are really cool. Like they're sharp as hell. Like they're nice. Like
y'all know,
makes you wish the
one of my rules. Y'all know one of my rules. Hey, if you debut in a new uniform,
you better not lose, right? But man, I kind of wish that Tom Brady had been rocking those links right there, man. Like, man, let's go. But I'm taking the Patriots. I don't think this is going to be remotely close. The Patriots, I think, are just a better team than the Jets. The Jets have had a little resurgence here in the last couple of weeks. Getting 2 wins in a row after the coming out of that bye week. But give me the Patriots. TJ.
Mm-hmm. No, so again, big JF1 fan, rooting for him wherever he goes. Everybody's like, if you take away that screen pass TD, he finishes the game with 12 passing yards. Does not fucking matter. He won. It says more about the Cleveland Browns that you couldn't beat the dude who you couldn't beat the team with 54 passing yards. That says more about that team than it does about this team. That being said, Patriots should win this game. We already know divisional matchups are fucking head scratchers. They tough, i.e. Miami, Buffalo. We expecting Buffalo to come in, set up shop, take over the trap, and they got their ass beat. Patriots on Thursday night, new uniforms. Again, my rule: you debut in a new look, fucking you better win. Patriots.
Matt James.
Yep.
Moving on into Sunday afternoon football, actually Sunday morning football, everywhere you are in America. And if you're in Spain where this game will be played, I think this is probably like a late afternoon kickoff. I don't actually know. I don't have that conversion in front of me. But we got the Miami Dolphins fresh off getting kind of an upset win against the Buffalo Bills, going into taking on the Washington Commanders, who got ransacked by, man, my memory is not great right now. They didn't win. I don't remember who they played, but they got
Detroit.
Detroit. Thank you. Yeah, they got beat pretty easily by Detroit. That's 5 losses in a row going into this game in Madrid. Last time these two teams played was actually 2 years ago. Christian, do you remember who won this game 2 years ago?
Was it Miami?
Miami did win this. This is when they had that high-flying offense, 45-15. This game was in Maryland. Starting quarterbacks for these two sides, Tua Tagovailoa and Sam Howell for the Washington Commanders. Christian, how does 2025 shake out? Commanders, Dolphins.
I actually like Miami in this one, but they had to make sure they turn the page, not celebrate that big win, upset victory at that.
Upset.
But yeah, I like Miami. I just don't like anything that the Commanders are doing right now. I think them feeding Devin Achane the ball kind of opens things up for their passing attack, and Tua just kind of has to play with a little more control. And when he does, he's not a bad quarterback. But put me down for Miami, David.
Yeah, I'm also going to take I'm also going to take Miami as well. I think the Commanders just unraveling with all the injuries. I think this is kind of going down as like a lost season. It is promising that Jaden Daniels could return maybe this season if things go well, but I don't imagine they're going to go well. I looked at what they've looked like the last 2 weeks for sure, against Dallas and then against Detroit. Give me Miami. Matt James.
Matt.
I'm going to go with Miami. Just keep it on the ground and pound the ball. So yeah.
Miami should win. Washington has a lot of issues right now. Deron Payne is appealing his suspension. I don't know where that's at right now.
He's not gonna win that.
Hey, shoot, goddammit. Shoot.
I mean, what do you got to lose? But man, there's no chance.
Shoot. Shoot. Goddammit. So it's like he's claiming St. Brown hit him first. There's video everywhere. Like I have yet to see a video.
I'm sure there is like some.
Now, right.
You still can't swing.
It's that age old adage. Like they never catch the first guy.
Especially when you do it as blatantly obvious as that was. Like, let's be real.
Like they never catch the first guy. It's always the second guy that gets caught. Miami should win this game. If they win this game, that puts them at what? 4 and 7. Yeah. I mean, if they went out, they probably make Mike McDaniel's job, but that's what I'm thinking. So, he might save his job.
No, he won't.
He might. It's gonna take a mega Christmas.
They still got another game with Buffalo. They got another game with the Patriots. They're gonna finish at like 7-10, and he will get fired at best.
Hey, I think if he goes 7-10, he legit might save his job. No, I'm so serious. If they somehow finish 7-10, he gonna save his job.
I don't think so. Moving on from there, let's swing into the NFC South and back across the pond here to America. You got the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Both of these coming off really not great losses. The Falcons, it felt like a game that you had in the bag. As Matt talked about in the group chat, we saw kind of good Atlanta there in Berlin. And then they choke away that game. They let Jonathan Taylor house call him for the walk-off victory. And for Carolina, I mean, you're coming off of momentum. You beat the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau, and then you basically don't show up against the New Orleans Saints. This game is in Atlanta. Matt James, talk to me about it.
Yeah, I mean, week in, week out, Atlanta pisses me off. But give me Atlanta at home. I feel like they're going to get this one.
I'm also going to go
on the ball, keep it to your game, and just, you think, give it to Bijan.
I'm also going to go with the Atlanta Falcons. This game's in Atlanta, so I kind of feel good about that. I got to be honest with you. This feels like one of those games that could be an absolute coin flip. I really have no idea which version of either of these two teams are going to show up on a week-to-week basis. There's the weeks where Carolina looks like they can beat almost anybody in the NFL, and then they have games where they lose to the New Orleans Saints and they give Tyler Shook his first victory. It just really head-scratching stuff for both of these two franchises. I will go with Atlanta, but it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if the Carolina Panthers win. Christian.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Atlanta. I don't know what version of Carolina is going to show up. They really dropped the ball.
I don't know which version of Atlanta is going to show up.
Yeah, that too. But if they can build this offensive attack around Bijan, they're going to be just fine. That's what I think. I like the Falcons.
You would think that would, that's not that hard to do. Right? Just, hey, I got this stud in the backfield. Let me just, operate around him. I saw something on Twitter and about Michael Penix, and it was the funniest shit ever. They're like, it's almost like they forget he's left-handed. Like the way they call plays, because he'll do the action and he'll have to flip back around to his left hand because he's left-handed, and it's like, oh, that play will work a lot better if it was just flipped, just flip it, and again, their saving grace is Chuba Hubbard. While he's nice, it's not Jonathan Taylor. like Chuba Hubbard, nice.
I mean, Rico Dowell is probably going to be the leading back because that's kind of how it's
Rico
been.
Dowell is nice, but he's not Jonathan Taylor. And getting lit up like that, it does something to you. It does something to you. Like, you have to, I say it all the time, you got to give a damn. And you basically let one dude embarrass you. Not in front of the company, Christian. He just embarrassed him in front of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Company had a foreign girl at the party, and it's like, God damn, bruh. She went home with him that night. Like, God damn. That's like that do something to you, bro. Like that do something to you. Like it do. Like David, we didn't all been at the wreck, and we didn't all play fives. We didn't all. Hey, I'm not leaving until I get me a dub, bro.
Oh yeah,
you get them bitches.
I'm not leaving until I get a dub, bro. So if you Atlanta, you got to punch these dudes in the mouth quick. Like what the coach did to you, Jonathan, you gotta do that to them with Bijan. Bijan gotta have a 200-yard day.
Yeah.
Give me. I'm picking Atlanta, but I'm with you and with Christian. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Carolina walked out of that with a dub too.
Moving on to what should be the game of the weekend. Hold on, Christian. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills going head to head. This is the game. They both are coming off pretty bad losses to the Patriots and to the Miami Dolphins. Obviously, one of those looks worse than the other. I'll let you be the decision of which one that is. But yeah, last time these two teams played was 2 years ago, almost to the date, 10/26/2023. Christian, do you remember who won that game? And I think I know what's coming here.
Actually, no. This isn't a shameless plug, David.
Oh, all right. Well, do you remember who won this game
Really?
3 years
Buffalo.
ago? 2 years ago.
Buffalo won this game. It was on a Thursday night.
It was on a Thursday night, 24-18 Bills. Josh Allen had 324 yards and 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield threw for 2 tutties in this game as well. But yeah, talk to me about it, Christian. What do you got in this game?
Yeah, I mean, both teams. Really
I gotta be a little honest with you. I'm shocked that this isn't a shameless plug game. Like,
I
know that this, and I know that this card, the card on this particular week, is pretty stacked with good games.
Yeah,
this is gotta be like the best one. I think this is the one I want to watch more than anyone.
You know what, David? I might drop this one.
Here we go. Now he's gonna drop it.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number 1, baby.
Yeah, Carol. It seems like Tampa Bay's kind of dropped back down to reality. You know, they've kind of regressed. Are the injuries beginning to catch up with them?
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Yes. I agree. TJ, wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Run the football. I think their offense would get a boost if Bucky Irving were back. I think he would just kind of open things up a little bit more. And the Buffalo Bills just pissed me the hell off. If we're being real, like they
fucked up the church's money. They fucked up the church's money.
It cost me my last survivor pick.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. I don't give a shit about his money.
See, that's why we can't get ahead as a people.
Shut up. Nobody man. I was asked a question the other day.
Don't give it that.
Does Buffalo have an identity? And I said no. They really don't. When
they have a Josh Allen. Is what
they have a Josh Allen. That's it.
If he's not playing otherworldly, they're gonna lose.
Yeah, and Sunday they reverted back to all the old ways that I used to rant on this show about not running the ball and putting the game in the hands of Josh Allen, thinking he could be Superman. So to be honest, I'm curious as to which version of both teams shows up. Now I preview this one on Sunday. Be on the lookout.
With that being said, I'm gonna swing with the Buffalo Bills. This game's at home. They're 4-1 at home so far this season. And yeah, I think both these teams, you can really talk about injuries playing a big portion, especially on the defensive side for the Buffalo Bills. Ed Oliver still not being available. I will take the Bills, but the mounting injuries. Bucky Irving's probably not going to play in this game again. It's still no Mike Evans, Chris Godwin probably not out of the mix. It's a lot of pressure on Emeka Ibuka and Tej Johnson, 2 rookies at the wide receiver position, and Cade Otton. He's still a good football player, but give me the Bills. TJ.
Yeah, again, Baker Mayfield. I had I had Tampa beating who they just played New England, because I thought Baker was finna do some Superman type shit, but at the same time, we also looking at Baker Mayfield. You just listed off all the offensive pieces he don't have.
I mean, I didn't even talk about their offensive line. They're still missing one of their starting guards and some other pieces on that offensive line as well that haven't played in a few weeks.
And eventually, that should catch up to you. It catches up. Like it's kind of like what it's kind of like New York in a similar sense. Like you can only do so much. Right, like eventually, the second and third string guys show you why they're second and third string guys. Like they might have a moment, they might have a game, they might have a play here and there, but eventually they can. Like Mike Evans has 11 consecutive seasons of 1,000 yards for a fucking reason.
And something that people aren't even really talking about a whole ton is like Jalen McMillan was amazing last season for this team down the stretch of last year. He hasn't played a snap this season and probably won't play a snap. Probably won't play a snap this season.
Like Baker Mayfield MVP talks, like they cool off because damn, my team is falling apart and I can only do so much. I want to say I'm picking Buffalo because again, you got embarrassed. You got embarrassed by a team that game should have been wrapped up by half.
I mean, if we're being totally honest with you, they got embarrassed by a team that had it gone the other way would be looking for a new head coach right now.
Right now,
like,
and period. If you're Buffalo, and the question about Buffalo's identity is like they don't have an identity. They have a Josh Allen. Nigga, that's your identity. It's like, hey, Kansas City don't have an identity. They have Pat Mahomes. That's their identity. That's the fucking identity. Baltimore don't have an identity. They have a Lamar Jackson. That's the identity, right? The issue that they have is they had on Sunday. You didn't let James cook. You didn't let James cook. That's it. It's a different ball game when he back there toting that rock and he getting his. Because then now it's two things you got to worry about.
And where'd you get that from, TJ?
Oh, some dude, he all right, he think he knows shit, but it is what it's like,
Your ass lunch money all them years ago on Cash App. Keep playing with me.
Matt James.
Let him cook, bro. Let him cook. Run the ball.
Run the fucking ball.
That's how you beat Tampa. Give me Buffalo.
Moving on from there, staying in the AFC, but we're going to swing into the AFC South. We got the Houston Texans who pulled the rabbit out of the hat against the Jacksonville Jaguars this most recent weekend, going into the Tennessee Titans in Nissan Stadium, where the Titans came off their bye. And I'm pretty sure they lost the week before their bye because they only have one win this season. The Texans, I'm not sure what CJ Stroud's status is going to be for this particular game.
Davis.
But if I'm being totally honest with you, this offense looked better with Davis Mills under center than it has with CJ Stroud for majority of this season. And I understand that CJ Stroud is, the franchise guy, but if sometimes you have to go who has the offense moving a little bit better. I liked what I saw of Davis Mills. I mean, it's a sneaky good game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I mentioned CJ Stroud. If he's cleared in the compression protocol, he'll be the starting quarterback. TJ, talk to me. Titans, Texans.
I can't say that offense looks better under Davis Mills, because if that was the case, they wouldn't have got CJ Stroud, bro. They just stuck with Davis Mills. This shit gonna be ugly. This might be a great, terrible game. This game, like what I mean, like, this game gonna be great.
Jesus.
This game gonna be great and terrible at the same goddamn time. Like, all right, so like y'all, we all already know like what Chicago and Cincinnati was like that. That's a great, terrible game. Like, hey,
yeah. I mean, even that.
It was great and terrible at the same goddamn time because, hey, for obvious reasons, like I'm not expecting that high of a score between these two. But if you're the Texans and you can't beat this version of the Titans, D'Amico Ryans, what are we doing, man?
I'm taking the Texans in this game. They should. Yeah. This shouldn't even be a competition. Christian.
Next game.
Magic.
I mean, you have Tony Pollard in there. You never know. Give me Houston. I'm joking.
Moving on. We got the Chicago Bears fresh off beating the New York Football Giants on Sunday afternoon, and the Minnesota Vikings going into Minnesota and taking on the Vikings, who came up just short against the Baltimore Ravens in their comeback effort against Lamar Jackson and the upstart Ravens. Vikings, Bears looking to get their revenge against J.J. McCarthy for that fourth quarter in week number uno. But will they get it? Christian, talk to me.
I trust Caleb Williams a lot more at this point than I do JJ McCarthy. Like, JJ has done some good things. I'm picking the Bears to win this game, and here's why. The Bears are going to be the only team that have seen JJ McCarthy twice. So now they know how to game plan for him. Keep him in the pocket. Don't let him extend plays. Don't let him make throws on the run. Yeah, that guy that wears number 18, he's going to get his, but you got to worry about stopping everyone else. I like the confidence that the Bears are playing with, because around this time, and I'm not trying to open up old wounds, but around this time last year, it was getting ugly for the Bears. Now I just see a football team that wants to play for the head coach. I think they mentally clocked out on Matt Eberflus around this time last season. I'm taking the Bears. They're going to keep it rolling. Yeah, put me down for Chicago, man.
It does something to you.
I'm going with the Chicago Bears too. I think that they're riding some momentum. Last two games, kind of getting those crazy victories. I know you can't keep that going for the entire season, but I think they should be able to beat Minnesota without having to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Give me the Bears.
It does something to you, to Christian's point about last season, when you have these close games. And by this point, the Bears had a handful of close games that they were on the short side of. Like they lost those close games. It does something to you when you lose. Like when you're in those games, you think you're doing everything right, and then something happens where you end up losing. Now you literally fast forward just a calendar year, and now you're on the other side of those close games, like you're winning them. It does something to your psyche. It's funny because now Vikings fans are on Twitter trying to clown Bears fans. Like, y'all do know Caleb Williams hasn't won a game against the Vikings. It's like, dude, shut up. Like, just let Sunday get here and let these teams battle it out. Like, you sound real. I don't want to say scared, but you sound kind of scared right now, bro. Like, hey, like maybe you having that conversation, like, hey, damn, like maybe we should have paid Sam Darnold what he was asking for. Yeah. Maybe JJ ain't what we thought he would be right now. Whatever. I'm picking
Kirk
the Bears.
Cousins.
I'm picking the Bears.
Yeah, you ain't shit.
Go ahead, Matt.
Fuck Minnesota.
Moving on from there, we have former powers in the NFC going head to head multiple times. These guys teams locked up in the playoffs. Most recent time in 2017, where the Packers got the major victory over the New York Football Giants. But this is 2025 and not 2017. Packers are coming off 2 straight losses. The Giants, obviously, that devastating loss to the Chicago Bears. Mike Kafka making his first start as a NFL head coach, so congratulations to him. Jackson Dart in the concussion protocol. I do not know what his status is going to be like for this game. I'm not sure it matters. Christian, talk to me.
Fuck Green Bay. Hey, I got you, brother.
Look, anytime y'all ask me about this damn football team,
this is what he gonna do.
I'd rather take the damn little Giants than these grown ass men.
That's cold. That's cold.
Give me the damn Green Bay Packers. 6 cheese, Wisconsin.
Jesus Christ.
So real quick.
We are not sending you like a loaf of cheese or whatever it is.
Just real quick. What happened? Like, what are we saying about Green Bay? Like, let's say they win, but they struggle.
I would be pretty concerned. I'm pretty concerned about Green Bay right now. I mean, their defense.
They've been struggling lately,
but their offense doesn't seem to be clicking. These wide receivers, like I know Matthew Golden didn't play, and I know the Tucker Kraft injury is devastating, but like this offense has just not clicked this season, really at all. The last 3 weeks. I mean, you barely escape the Cardinals, who are not a good football team. You lose to Carolina at home, and then you basically just get. But your offense just doesn't show up against the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that's given up points and yardage in multiple weeks and multiple times, and you're unable to capitalize on that. This offense just doesn't look good.
Exactly. They've been struggling.
So,
I'm taking the Packers. Jackson Dart, bro, this is your rookie year. You've already been evaluated for 4 concussions. Mind you, you started late.
Yeah.
You started late, bro. Like you ain't started, like you weren't the starting quarterback till about what, week 5? Some shit like that?
4 maybe.
Yeah.
And you've already been evaluated for 4 concussions. Slide, dude. Slide.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
You're
down.
becoming Tua.
Like, get the fuck down. Like, the main reason you got that fumble knocked out and then you got your ass knocked out was because you trying to be the hero, trying to ice the game. And Gardner Johnson said, I got sick and tired of watching him run, and he laid the hammer down. Take the yards.
He's becoming the next Tua.
Take the yards. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that bad. It's not. It's not to that level yet. Because me again, I say Tua shouldn't be playing football. Period. I think Tua should have like when he had that when he went through what he went through. If I was Tua, I'm done right then and there. Just stretch provision my contract out until the money is off your books. Just take the 5 or 6 yards that they give you, and then just slide. Live to play another down. Packers should win this one going away.
I'm also taking the Green Bay Packers as much painfully as it causes me.
Yeah, I think Green Bay's going to win, but
I'll take Green Bay.
Fuck Green Bay.
I think the way that they win is going to be more. If they lose this game, I think the Packers need to.
If they lose this game, if they lose this game, they're gonna have to have a come to Jesus moment. But if they 100%. Win this game and they struggle, it's just gonna be some conversations being had, like because you shouldn't struggle with this game.
Moving on into the AFC North. We got the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers going head to head in a throwback or a recap or a remix or whatever to the Unk Bowl from Thursday Night Football a couple weeks ago that went to the Cincinnati Bengals. Steelers, they're 2-3 in their last 3 games with a loss to Green Bay, and they lost to the Chargers this most recent Sunday. Sandwiched in there is a dominant victory against the Indianapolis Colts. So who are the Steelers going into this game against Cincinnati? I think they're 3-4 in their last 4 games, actually. Christian, talk to me about this. Steelers, Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it best. Who are the Steelers? Because that was a piss-poor effort that I saw on Sunday night against the Chargers. Couldn't get the running game going, but then again, they haven't really been able to run the ball consistently like that. Outside of DK Metcalf, this offense just doesn't scare me. No. Defensively, they're kind of soft. Outside of what they did against Indianapolis, name 3 things, David, that the Steelers have done defensively that just make you say, wow, they're still a force to be reckoned with. Teams are throwing the ball on them left and right. Outside of TJ Watt, other guys aren't getting home to the quarterback. And, Jalen Ramsey, I'll take Gordon Ramsay over Jalen Ramsey. The Bengals, you don't know what you get from them either. If we're being honest, I mean, have they played hard?
I mean, they're 3-6 for a reason. I mean, come on.
Right.
I mean, they came out. They're just coming off their bye, but they lost 2 games in a row in heartbreaking fashion. Where you have the Jets dead to rights, and you lose that game. You almost come back and beat the Bears, and then you lose it because their defense sucks. I mean, Chase Brown, if you watch the interview that he did after the Bear game, if that wasn't AI, because it could have been, because you never know.
No, it was. That was real. That was real.
Okay.
I'm taking the Steelers. I'm just taking the Steelers. I don't think anything else really needs to be said.
I'm also going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I just want to address another thing. That Aaron Rodgers, I know this has been a problem for a majority of his career, at least over the last couple of seasons. His body language sometimes and his facial just face in general, he looks miserable playing football. Aaron Rodgers, he just looks I know Jay Cutler used to get clowned all the time because he looked miserable all the time, but Aaron Rodgers over the last 3 or 4 seasons, he just looks miserable playing football right now. I can't even describe it. It's true. Jay Cutler had terrible body language too, but it's something. Aaron Rodgers looks miserable playing football right now, and this is we'll see, because if you want to keep talking about how he looks super mobile and super strong, he's fine, but his body language, when everyone thinks don't go well, it's just not.
He wants out.
David,
he's done.
But see, David, here's the point. He's been that guy his entire career. He's an awful leader. He is not a good. You can pay a guy for his athletic ability and his athletic prowess all you want, but you can't pay someone to lead. This is why I don't put him in that bracket with Brady and Peyton, because there's been times when I've seen Aaron Rodgers turn the ball over and he just looks as nonchalant and just seems like he doesn't care. You look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady was throwing Gatorade bottles and tablets and yeah.
With that being said, I'm going to take the Steelers. I just think they're still a better football team than Cincinnati. Matt James.
Yeah, give me Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm a run first and defensive kind of guy. They're playing at home. Give me Pittsburgh.
TJ.
This is Pittsburgh's chance to get some get back. They blew a game to Cincinnati that they probably shouldn't have.
I mean,
That
if
game
you're,
against
and if you're Pittsburgh, man, you got to be feeling the Ravens at the back of your
hey,
at your ankles, man. The Ravens are like, and I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ravens have played yet this year.
No,
they haven't.
Yeah, so like you can't afford to lose this game. Like if you lose this game, you might as well your season will be over. Like you will not make the playoffs. You will not go to the playoffs. You'll not win the division. And Mike Tomlin's streak of winning seasons could be in jeopardy.
Like if you lose this game,
you might be screwed. Yeah, Baltimore is right there.
If you lose this game and Baltimore wins,
that makes things interesting.
And I mean, I don't have my crystal ball in front of me, but I mean those Ravens Steelers games, they got to be coming up soon. We only have 6 or 7 weeks of the season left.
7 weeks, yeah. So it's like that game against the Chargers. Aaron Rodgers looked every bit of 41.
Yeah,
it was like he did. And to and David's just going in on Aaron Rodgers in Sunday Night Football because he's like, oh no, maybe if he didn't wait till the last fucking minute to show up to camp, he would have a rapport with his. I'm like, okay, David, like,
I may or may not have been drinking.
just pour alcohol, just pour rubbing alcohol in the wound already. Forget salts. Just take the whole bottle.
Just add another shot or two.
Just take the whole bottle of rubbing alcohol and just douse the whole open wound with make it burn just that much more. Give me the Steelers, but if you're the Bengals and the Chase Brown comment, like that should be like a microcosm of your season, like because like now you got former defensive players talking about some. Hey, you worry about your side of the ball, bro? They put up 42 fucking points in that game. They did their job.
He scored 40 points and you're supposed to win. Moving on from there, let's talk about the Chargers, Jaguars, a rematch of a playoff game 2 years ago where the Chargers got up big in this game and they let the Jacksonville Jaguars claw their way back into the game in the second half en route to a 31-30. And that is a big reason why Justin Herbert still doesn't have a playoff victory. He kind of has that hanging over the head of his resume so far. Has been a really stout resume to start his career. Chargers obviously coming off the victory against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Jaguars got to be a devastating loss against the Houston Texans, games that you should have won, up 16-0 going into the fourth quarter, and then you end up losing that game in the final frame. Just a tough break for the Jacksonville Jaguars as they beat the Chiefs. Like that feels like an eternity ago when they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Christian, talk to me about it.
Yeah, they haven't been the same team. Yeah, I mean, at that time they were 4-1. I think after 5 games, it just seems like they've regressed. Didn't look all that great against Seattle, and what you just mentioned, dropping the ball against Houston when you were up. And my thing is this: when you're up by double digits, what's the one thing you do as a football team? You run the ball. And that's kind of been Liam Cohen's identity this year. He completely got away from that, which is why they lost the game in the way that they did. What I saw from the Chargers on Sunday was their best all-around game. I mean, flying to the ball defensively, taking care of things offensively.
Mm-hmm.
They're back on the East Coast. I know they're 2-1 on the East Coast, if I'm not mistaken, because they beat Tennessee and they beat Miami.
And they lost to the Giants.
They lost to the Giants. I think they win this one, but they're going to have to earn it. They leave Jacksonville with a victory by a field goal. I like LA.
TJ, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers. It sucks losing. I mean, like he was already out, Travis Hunter, but to know that he's not coming back at all now until next season.
LCL injury. Yeah, going to require surgery. Will not return this season.
That sucks. That's brutal. Yeah, just give me the Chargers.
I'm going to take the upset. I think the lightning strikes twice. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They get teams in the AFC West. I think they're going to beat the Chargers at home. They kind of have to win this game if they want to keep any playoff hopes alive whatsoever. And the Houston Texans are not out of this, so they can't afford to lose this game after they lost a very winnable game against the Texans. And they just kind of been very meh so far this season. I know they got off to the hot start. I mean, but they have, 1-4 since that 4-1 start. Just not great. Give me the Jaguars. Matt James.
Yeah, give me the Jaguars at home.
Okay.
Moving on from there, we have a stout matchup in the late afternoon window, and this is probably going to be Tom Brady's game as the Seattle Seahawks, who have been cooking over the last couple weeks, going into SoFi Stadium. Beautiful SoFi Stadium, and going up against another team that has been equally as cooking as they have been, the Los Angeles Rams. Seahawks, Rams. Christian, I think I know what's coming.
David.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. On my count. 1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number 2, baby.
Yeah. I like what I'm seeing from both these teams. I mean, I know the verdict was still out on Sam Darnold. Okay. He did it last year. And like TJ always says, let's see him do it again. And he's done it. I think the jury is still out on him because of can he do it when it matters, which is playoff time, down the stretch in December, 2-3 weeks left in the season. But we're not going to deny the fact this is a man that led a team to 14 wins and they started playoffs on the road. Let that sink in. But this is the best Seattle team that I've seen since the Legion of Boom days. They're playing with swagger. They're playing with confidence. And, I like the weapons that they have. Rashid Shaheed, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, who's returning to play his former team. And then the Rams, I never had a problem, David, and I remember telling you this. I never had a problem with trying to replace Cooper Kupp on this offense. It was a balance issue, but they seem to have fixed that. I mean, this team is complete on both sides of the ball. They're running the ball. They have a good offensive line, and Matthew Stafford he's in his Drew Brees era right now. And what I mean by that is if you're open, you're getting the ball. And he spreads the ball around to the open receiver, which throws defenses off. I cannot wait to preview this one. That drops tomorrow. Be on the lookout.
So the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams currently sit. By the way, this is the first matchup with these two teams this season. So they will have another matchup down the road in Seattle. But Seattle and the Los Angeles Rams are both in the top 5 when it comes to points per game and points allowed. They're the only two teams that are in that kind of category. Man, the Los Angeles Rams, I mean, they've been basically just on just crazy. Like ever since they lost that game to the Niners that they shouldn't have lost, they've been out of heater since then. And you could see, Jackson Smith and Jigba, what they look like on offense for the Seattle Seahawks. Adding Rashid Shaheed. We really didn't see. I don't know if he even played in that game against the. In that game, that they didn't really need him against the Arizona Cardinals. This is going to be the true test because up until this point, I mean, Seattle, their wins over the last couple of weeks, against the Commanders who've fallen apart. Obviously they beat the Arizona Cardinals in the week. They don't have that doesn't necessarily have that statement victory yet so far this season. They beat the Jaguars when they were still hot. But other than that, they don't have that signature victory just yet. I think this is where they get it. Give me the Seahawks. TJ.
Oh, so to your first point, I think Kim Burkhardt and Tom Brady are actually doing the Bears-Vikings game. They're not doing
what?
This might be
Greg Olsen. Let me go, man. I think Greg Olsen's a better. I think Greg Olsen's better in the booth than Tom Brady. I don't know if that's a hot take or whatever, but
he's also Greg
Olsen's great on TV.
This one actually might be a Tony Romo special.
No, this game's on Fox.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ, you're right. I'm looking it up. Brady is calling that Bears.
Tony Romo is probably doing Buccaneers Bills. If I was a betting.
No, JJ Watt and Iron Eagle are doing the Bills. That comes on CBS.
And I'm not sure what. I guess maybe Tony Romo's doing Chargers Jags. Maybe then.
No, he's actually doing. Here, I'm looking it up right now. He's doing the Chiefs in Denver.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's right. I forgot that's not on Sunday night. Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Anyways,
give me the. This is two heavyweights right here. This dead ass could determine the. This could determine the division. Hey, this is Lions Vikings
last year.
A year. Yeah. This is what that is. Like, maybe what literally by a game. Seattle's 8-2. LA is what? 7-2.
They're both teams. Both these teams are 7-2.
So yeah, both teams are 7-2. So yeah, this could come. This could determine the division later in the season. The way he playing right now, I can't pick against Matt Stafford right now. Hey, he win this game. Hey, he win this one. He has to leapfrog Drake May for MVP. He has to.
Totally agree.
Like he has to. So give me the Rams.
Matt James.
Yeah, I agree with TJ. Give me the Rams at home with Matthew Stafford.
Moving on from here, we got to swing into the NFC West. Two teams trying to bounce back after getting beat down by other NFC West opponents, playing a different NFC West opponent. We got the San Francisco 49ers going into Arizona. They had losses to the Rams and the Seahawks, respectively. Cardinals still going to be going with Jacoby Brissett. Kyler Murray's on the IR. I have no idea what the situation is going to be with Brock Purdy. I imagine it will continue to be Mac Jones until something changes. Christian McCaffrey, leading receiver for the San Francisco 49ers and the leading rusher for that team as well. TJ, talk to me. Niners, Cardinals.
Next game.
Yeah, I'm also taking the 49ers. Christian. Mm-hmm. Matt James.
God damn it. Give me San Fran. I want to say Arizona, but no. Give me San Fran.
Moving on from there, from the NFC West to the AFC North. We have the Baltimore Ravens, who have won 3 games in a row in very convincing fashion, going into Cleveland and taking on the Cleveland Browns, who are in a bit of a tailspin, have been for the majority of the season since they beat Green Bay, which feels like an eternity ago. Lamar Jackson, since he's returned to the Ravens, they have been clicking on all cylinders and look like every bit of the title favorite that we talked about in the preseason. Is there any chance Cleveland wins this game?
Yep. No.
The only way.
Not on that, but yeah. Baltimore.
The only way Cleveland wins this game is if they send edible arrangements of Viagra and Rogaine to Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Next game.
I'm just going to move on. From there, this is probably the prime must-see television. This should be on Monday night. No disrespect to the Cowboys and the Raiders. Actually, much disrespect to Cowboys and
Raiders. Disrespect to the Cowboys.
This game should be on prime time. And I know TJ likes to tell me about it's on the late window, whatever, it's the main broadcast group. But it's the Kansas City Chiefs, who were sitting after that bye after losing to the Buffalo Bills, going into Mile High and taking the surging Denver Broncos.
To me, it's prime time because that's a standalone game. To me, that's
prime time means nighttime. I taught
not
you
necessarily.
Anyways, but Denver, they have the last 3 or 4 weeks for Denver Broncos. Yes, they've won, but they have won by just absolute miracle shots in all of those games that they have won, including that game against the Raiders with bad offense. Bo Nix really not getting in. The offense just looks stagnant, but this defense is stout. On the Chiefs side, ever since the Rashee Rice came back, this offense is really starting to click on all cylinders, and they always seem to have Denver's number. Talk to me about it, Christian, and I think I know what's coming.
Come on, David. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, boy.
Let's go, Matt. 1, 2,
3.
Shameless plug number 3,
baby.
Yeah, this is a really.
I know with your chest out.
This is a really intriguing matchup because the one thing Kansas City has working in their favor is coming off the bye week, and Andy Reid is magic coming off the bye. I don't think he's ever lost a game coming off the bye week. But the Chiefs, they just didn't show up the other day. And I think more teams are getting the memo now. When you have them down, keep them down. Like, build up a lead. Don't leave the door uncracked, because if you do, they're going to find a way back into the game. Denver, which version of their offense shows up? Because they're 8-2 primarily because of that defense. Call it what you want. Like, that defense has really bailed them out throughout the year. I preview this one on Friday. Be on the lookout.
All right, so I don't know how many years Andy Reid has been the head coach in the NFL. It's been a long one, a long time, a long NFL career. As Christian's point from earlier, he's lost 4 times in his entire career coming off a bye week. 4. So if there ever was a testament about or I guess he's 22-4.
So keep in mind, he's been a head coach, not a coach. He's been a head coach since I was 5 years old. 99.
How old? And how old are you now? 8.
31. Asshole.
With that being said, I know Denver continues to win games. They find ways to win games, but I think this is where the magic kind of runs out. I mean, this offense just hasn't been good. I mean, they're not getting these wide receivers really involved as much as you'd like. The running game is kind of pretty stagnant there for the Denver Broncos. I'll take Kansas City. I just think that the Chiefs are kind of clicking right now, and coming off that bye, I'm not betting against Andy Reid. TJ.
For the Broncos, ugly W's are still W's. If you can make this one muddy, if you can make this one gritty, maybe. But I don't think this is a team that you want to make it ugly against, because, hell, this is a team that literally went 15-2 last season playing ugly games.
Gritty, ugly football, yeah.
And I obviously, if it comes down to who needs a score, you're gonna trust Pat Mahomes a lot more than you trust Bo Nix. Give me the Chiefs.
Matt James.
Yeah, I agree with all y'all. I mean, you don't go against Andy Reid, in these type of situations. Give me Kansas City.
And not to mention, he seemed to have had Denver's number. Like, it's just been the way it's gone. Moving on from there, we're swinging into actual prime time Sunday night football. We got the Philadelphia Eagles come off fresh off that beat, or just winning against the Green Bay Packers, going into Detroit. Actually, I don't remember where this game is at. It might be at the Link. It is at the Link, welcoming in the Detroit Lions, who fresh off beating the Washington Commanders, getting a little bit of revenge for that playoff loss last season. Lions, Eagles, last time these two teams played was actually 3 years ago, and I think this was opening night 3 years ago, opening weekend at least. Christian, do you remember who won this game 3 years ago?
Philly.
Philadelphia did get the victory, and it was opening night at Ford Field, September 11th, 2022. The Eagles won this game 38-35. But what happens here in 2025? Christian, I think I know what's coming. It's the final one, isn't it?
David, let's wrap this thing up, man.
Let's go, baby.
So,
yeah.
On my count, 1, 2,
3. Shameless plug number 4, baby.
Nah. We got
David died. David died.
On my count, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number 4, baby.
4.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Eagles, they have similarities. They both have great offensive lines. They both want to run the football. One of the last times I saw the Lions play was when they just absolutely dominated Tampa Bay. And I mean, to me, that was their best performance of the season. Philly, they've been winning ugly, like what TJ just said about Kansas City. Surprised I even listened to him. But Nah, this is gonna be a fun one. I think this is gonna tell us more about like who is legit in the NFC. I preview this one on Thursday. Be on the lookout.
TJ, talk to me about it.
He surprised he listened to me. Hey, I'll preach gospel, so listen to that shit. Anyway,
I was ignoring like usual.
Hey, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Detroit finna beat they ass.
Thank you. I was gonna say Detroit too.
Detroit finna beat.
I'm thinking Detroit too. Detroit is cooking right now. I mean, they're just their offense
not
is
to
killing,
take your
like,
fires
their defense is...
there, CJ, or TJ, but yeah, Detroit.
I don't like they're everything that we used to laud the Eagles for. That's Philly. I mean, the Lions are doing that right. They're cohesive. It's real one band, one sound up there in Detroit. I guess people are trying to like quote unquote muddy the waters because they said like it's now public information that game against Washington, that was Dan Campbell calling the plays versus was Johnny Moulton or whatever.
Morton? Yeah, Morton.
Yeah, Morton.
Yeah.
So like now people are trying to like quote unquote ruffle some feathers on that. And if you're Dan Campbell, hey, fuck what they say. Hey, you just whoop some ass. And again, there's no better like I outside of maybe like Matthew Stafford, like Jared Goff is doing the same thing. Hey, if you open, you getting that ball. And with the secondary issues that the Eagles have, Jair Alexander literally got traded there. And he's all like, I'm contemplating retiring. Like my mental, hey, and shout out to them for doing that because, hey, I'd rather you step away and get yourself right than be out there and not and not be invested in what you're doing. That's how you get hurt. Like if your mental like that, especially in a game like this, that's how you get hurt. That being said, I don't trust the secondary to be able to stay in front of Jameson Williams, to stay in front of St. Brown long enough to get the necessary stops that they need. I expect Jahmyr Gibbs to have some kind of a day. It's bad when you trade for a guy in Jalen Phillips, but Brandon Graham still got to get up off his couch to come in and quote unquote play the day.
Well, in their defense,
seriously, thank you.
In their defense, Brandon Graham had already gotten off the couch before they traded for Jalen Phillips, but that's neither here nor there.
Like that's like
Detroit is real.
Detroit from the I would not be surprised if this is
Ben Johnson knows Detroit is real.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 42-28 ass whooping, bro. Like I would not be surprised at all.
I'm with you on that. Moving on into Monday Night Football, we got the Dallas Cowboys going into the Death Star and taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders obviously losing Thursday Night Football to the Denver Broncos. The Dallas Cowboys were on a bye after they beat the Washington Commanders. And since this is the first thing we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, since they played last, I just want to give our thoughts and prayers out to the family of Marshawn Nealon. Tragically passed away. I think it was like the day after he had a touchdown in the game that he played in his final NFL game. Just thoughts and prayers out to the family and friends of Marshawn Nealon. Just gone way too soon. Just hope all his family and his friends are getting the help that they need. And it's just a testament for, mental health and just all that stuff. That's my whole bit there. But then we got to talk about football. We got to talk about Cowboys, Raiders. Who do you got?
Come on, man. So anyway, we was talking about I forgot where, like, hey, you saying this big disrespect for this being a Monday night game. Hey, I'm looking at their schedule right now. So including this one for Dallas. So this is one primetime game. They play the Chiefs on Thursday on Thursday. So they play the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, right? They play the Lions
on Thursday night, and they have a Sunday
Thursday
night game.
Night.
Like they're
they got the Vikings on Sunday night on December 14th, and they play Washington.
And they're playing on Christmas. Yeah.
So like that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primetime games for the Cowboys and
that doesn't even include. They've already been on primetime. The Arizona Cardinals game was on primetime for some reason. The Packers game was on primetime football. And the Eagles, the Eagles was, I'm pretty sure, primetime.
Yeah, that was a Thursday.
So, it was opening night. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
On the Thursday. And so we already know who's going to win this game. Hey, well, truth be told, if you're the Cowboys and you don't win this game, and it's already ugly for you. Like I think you're already too far gone. In the way, technically you're not. Like mathematically, you're still in it. Mathematically, you're second in the division, but overall, it's ugly for you. Like
your big hurdle is the fact that there are so many good teams in the North and the West. I mean, your chances of catching any of those teams is pretty low.
Very low. Very low.
And that doesn't even include the Panthers in the South.
Oh, you're screwed.
Also have the tiebreaker over you. So
no, you're done if you don't win this one.
I mean, they may be done even if they do win this one.
Because think of I'm looking at it right now. You got
they're 3-5. They're 3-5-1. I mean,
and like you got two teams that's 7-2. That's Philly and Seattle. Detroit 6-3. Tampa 6-3. The Rams are 7-2. The
Bears are 6-3.
I mean, this is not to even mention what's remaining on their schedule. They have the Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, and Chargers. You got to probably assume that that's 4 losses. So I mean, this is a game you have to win if you're Dallas. I'm taking the Cowboys. Anybody do anything else?
I'm taking Dallas. Yeah.
And then just quick note, bye week teams this week. We got the Indianapolis Colts after their trip out there to Berlin, and we got the New Orleans Saints fresh off getting Tyler Shook his first NFL victory. I also think I threw his first NFL touchdown on a really nice throw to Chris Olave. So maybe there's some hope there for the New Orleans Saints in their franchise.
Ain't no drop. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. This has been our Week 10 Monday Night Football recap, Week 11 preview. One more thing before we get up out of here today. I just want to give a thoughts and just give a happy or just a Veterans Day. Just appreciate all the men and women in the armed service, either abroad or here in the United States, including TJ's brother. Thank you very much for his service. Everyone who continues to serve in our country in the armed forces. We could not do what we're doing right now without their dedication and their commitment, and in many cases, their sacrifice. So just wanted to say thank you from everybody here at Prime Sports World. We appreciate that very much.
Yeah, no, seriously, God bless you all. I mean, to everybody in the armed forces and everybody who served.
And there, we are Prime Sports World. Please like, share, and subscribe to our podcast if you like what we're doing here at Prime Sports World. And quick shout out, at one point at the beginning of this broadcast, we had almost 20 people simultaneously watching us on YouTube. We just appreciate you guys checking us out, watching us on YouTube. We very much just continue checking us out. We drop content almost every other day. Including tomorrow, Fantasy Football Weekly will go live as we try to help you set your lineups up for week number 11. But yeah, we appreciate the support here at Prime Sports World. I'm David On Point Huffman. Right there, my co-hosts, Mr. TJ Hopkins and Mr. Matthew James, and from the Daily Blitz.blog, the talented Christian Simpson. And gentlemen, what do we do here at the Prime? My friends. Yeah, talented, man. Christian Simpson's talented. Don't be a hater. Christian, you can deal with him.
Christian, God bless you, brother. Hey, after this weekend, God bless you.
We'll be back here tomorrow breaking down fantasy stuff. Y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe.
I know. Hey, God bless you.